The Highlander Center in New Market, Tennessee was set on fire. Now, what's so special about this particular building? It was a training ground for people who was fighting in the civil rights movement and people that wanted to get out there and help their community. Now, people like Martin Luther King, he trained there, Rosa Parks trained there, and this fire had destroyed a bunch of historic documents. And this is the problem that I have with this. I really hope that y'all digitized all those documents. I really hope y'all just leave it as is and then digitize them, put them on, external hard drives, similar to what I have right here, external hard drives, or, put them on the cloud. Because if I want to back something up, I just know from experience, just having a computer, you need to put everything on the external hard drive. You can have your own servers. You can put them on cloud, something, because you don't want to lose something that's outside of someone that's setting something on fire. Now, the investigators have found a white power symbol at the arson site. And the investigators stated that they didn't know who the culprits were, but they know the white power movement has been increasing and the safety of the people is their first concern. Now, they say the investigation isn't over, but I want to show you a clip. Jefferson County Sheriff Jeff Coffey said the investigators are going to remain on the site another 2 or 3 days, but the inferno destroyed one of 10 buildings on the center's sprawling rural property, as well as decades of historic documents, speeches, artifacts, and memorabilia from movements of all kinds, including the civil rights movement. Now, they say the state bomb and arson agents are investigating as well. But this is the thing. We know that the white supremacist is acting out. They're going to continue to do so. We have stated this because their issue is, as the terrorist in New Zealand said, it's the birth rates. They feel that they're dying out. Their largest population is their baby boomer population. And then they, at this point, are dying out daily because they're elderly. I mean, they live their life. So they aren't having children. So the white supremacist feels that if I can't have children, then I'm not going to be in the earth, which is true. You need 2.06 in children to continue. And all of their countries, they're well under replacement rate. So this is why they're acting out. This is why they're becoming more violent. Now, did that building do them anything? No, not at all. Did that building affect their birth rates? No, it did not whatsoever. Do we as black people have anything to do with their birth rates? No, we don't have anything to do with that. We're not in control of that. Only thing that we can control is our birth rates. And people are talking about this new law, for instance, that's in Georgia, where a woman can get an abortion after 6 weeks. That whole thing they're doing. And you're going to see more of that, especially if Trump get reelected and he can put more Supreme Court justices. It's going to be more of that, to the point that they're going to try to outlaw abortion because of the birth rates. They're not doing it because they care about children. They're doing it so they don't wipe themselves out. I'm just telling you the truth of what they're thinking, how they're talking, even on their white supremacist websites. That is a big issue for them, is them dying out. So in the process, I'm talking about the white supremacists, they're going to keep on acting out, setting things ablaze, attacking, etc. This is why we cannot, as a community, attack each other. We can't be destroying each other. We can't be doing things that like happened to Nipsey Hussle, just getting into disagreements, and you come back, you want to be violent with each other or taking each other out. We can't afford to do this because we have an enemy outside of our community that wants to do a whole lot worse than what is going on in the streets. Because they're acting out, and they're going to continue to act out because they emboldened, because they're not getting the charges put on them. They're, getting a slap on the wrist, and they never knew the rule of law. They never knew that. Now, black people know the rule of law because the law is enacted on us to the letter, but they don't know this. So this is why we always say we have to unify, put aside our differences. You know, the brothers in the streets, you know, stop what you're doing. I mean, if you're not helping out the community, then find something else to do. But we can't be attacking each other right now, especially with this white supremacist is going crazy, trying to destroy our history, because you're destroying black history in that building, but also American history. So I hope that this Highlander Center had digitized all those speeches, documents, etc. I hope so, because it would be so upsetting if you guys allow speeches to be wiped out or kept in just a building where they can burn that down, especially with modern technology. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular situation. See, this is what we have to focus on. This is why we have to codify. We have to put aside those differences in our community. We have to stop, you know, harming each other, trying to destroy each other's character. We have to stop killing each other for stupidity, because these people, like I said, they hate our guts. We see that worldwide. I show you things worldwide that people hate us. We don't need the hate and harm from within.